Hey there guys, it's Charge Yuki here, and welcome to back to this broke-ass game. As you can see, my character clip, they're either there or not there. I reinstalled this damn thing to try and attempt the same thing. I'm not doing anything, I'm just in cave mode, and you can see my character apparently trying to disappear. But I've been responding to comments. I've been looking at comments from some past couple of videos. And one guy decided to call me broke. Man, you don't pay attention at all. How about you go back to the gym and go pump some iron? Or maybe actually you should, instead of building muscles, maybe you should work on that brain, start reading books. Maybe clean out the ears, maybe pay attention. This game has been poorly optimized since its release. Has it been working better since 2023? Yeah. But I want to say something. When this game released, I played this with a 30 series graphics card. Just playing with it. A 30 series graphics card. If you go to the earliest episodes of Ark Ascended, especially on the island, that was me playing it on a 30 series graphics card. Long before I upgraded parts in this PC that I am currently using to record this episode right now. And it ran fine. Perfectly fine until I got to Tech Cave. Tech Cave was poorly done at the start. You fell through the map, your creatures fell through the map. It wasn't, stable or optimized, whatever you want to say it. There are people that were having a 4080 graphics card and having issues with Tech Cave of it constantly crashing the game. Right now I'm not doing anything. I'm just in K mode, looking directly at the camera, talking to you guys. And if you're wondering, was I able to pull that Reaper from the personal storage? Nope. It actually crashed twice when I the same thing as before in the last episode. It did the exact same thing before and crashed. So if I could do just about anything else I could do, and I got a bird on the outside of my base here. I could do just about anything else besides hatching eggs and pulling a Reaper with 3,000 metal and resources in its inventory. I'm not broke. I was using what's called intelligence for the little gym bro over here. I don't go wasting my money, wasting thousands of dollars on the best shit. I make use of what I have and I make it work. And it's been working for me for years. I'm letting you all know this. I made a lot of things work for years, and I've done all that I could with this. I've tried changing settings, and the same thing was happening. I shouldn't have to make this video at all. And my brand new PC, which was over $4,000, I was still experiencing crashes. Still experiencing crashes. It was still happening. And that PC has a 40 series graphics card. And yeah, this one's been updated with a 40 series graphics card. And I went back to the island, played Aberration, played Scorched Earth. And when I returned to this game, I played Scorched Earth, and it ran perfectly fine. No problems. Zero. Straight from launch. Boom. Whole fucking thing. Perfect. No problem. Went from there to Aberration. On release day of Aberration, it crashed once. And then, after that, it loaded. It worked. It ran fine. Had zero problems. At all. None. Zero problems. I even messed around on Club Art, whether it be on an official server or just a single player bull BS version of it. Had no problems. Even went back to Aberration again multiple times before the release of Extinction. Zero problems. This game, I'm going to point it out to you, Jim Bro, again, is poorly optimized. Players who played this game have pointed it out since its release date. Even people who have 4080 to 4090 graphics cards, one of the best you could get, literally have said it's poorly optimized. But yet they still want people to play it because to them, there's more content on the game. It will take years. I've said this before as well. It will take years for this version of Ark to be as good as we all expect it to be. They made a terrible choice of working with Snail Games and Nitrado, making a piss poor of a deal, and they were forced to push this game out before it was ready. It's still technically in early access. It's not done. This game is not fully done. Though may it seem like it is, it isn't. They can't even follow their own roadmap for maps. And yet they want you to pay $5 for a Pyromane or the Dreadmare. I'm all fine with a new map being paid and extra bobtails nonsense that you gotta pay for. That's fine. I don't care about that. That should be expected because we finally get a new damn story map. But the thing is, this game still needs a lot of work. I bet if I updated both of these PCs with the best of the best graphics cards, which means I'm going to be spending $4 to $5 grand on just 2 graphics cards. Money, apparently, Jim Bro, you think I don't have. I have plenty. Because my job that I do 24/7, from the time I get up at 2 a.m. to getting off in the afternoon, and doing it all over again, because apparently you don't pay attention very well. I don't make content to make money off of. I don't. I do it for the fun of it. I don't care about making money through videos. I don't want you guys paying my bills. That's what I got a job for. I am clapping my fucking hands into the mic. I have a full-time job. I do this on the side. I don't care if I make money through videos. I don't care if I make money through streaming. Most of that money, or if not all of it, is going to the people who I hire for artwork, especially to my friends if they want to work on anything. And most of that money is going to go to fucking charity, because the charities needs it more than I do. Just because I choose not to waste my money on the highest dollar graphics card, knowing full well the game has run fine with a 30 series graphics card all the way up to a 40 series graphics card. Had no problems, had no issues, until this map came out. And this map came out, it crashed 20 times. I couldn't even spawn into the world. And this base, it ain't even freaking finished. This base ain't even done. And I was building things up, working towards that first boss fight. And I can't even do that properly because that requires breeding. That requires hatching eggs. I can't even do that without this game crashing. I shouldn't have to explain this. To suffer going through this game, installing this game again. Even after reinstalling it, I still experience 2 crashes. If I so much as try and do anything, like what I've already had issues with, such as egg hatching, or trying to pull a Reaper from personal storage, it will crash. I get the same issues. Yes, one of my PCs is an older PC. I've had it for probably a good while, and I've been upgrading parts slowly because originally it had a 20 series graphics card in it. When that was no longer, knowing full well that it was one of the reasons why I was experiencing issues, I got rid of that 20 series graphics card and I updated it to a 30 series graphics card. At the highest one I could get at the time. And that was the same one I used when I was running this game when it released. 2 weeks after this game came out, before I got my new PC out of the box and set up, I ran this game on a 30 series graphics card and it worked. I had 0 problems until I got the tech cave, and then I had all kinds of problems. But just like everybody else, I had all kinds of problems when I got to tech cave. But stepping away from it, waiting for Scorched Earth to come out. Scorched Earth came out. This computer was as updated as I could make it, and brand new parts, brand new memory, brand new everything, and the 40 series graphics card. Got the Scorched Earth. You know what? I'm going to test it on the older PC, and it worked. Tested Aberration on this older PC, and it worked. When I was having issues on this older PC with Extinction, I turned my newer PC on, and first thing I had to do was double check everything, and then got Arc Ascended up, and I was still experiencing issues. And that PC has a far better 40 series graphics card in it, so even then I was still having issues. So I could do just about anything else. You know, I could fire this shotgun and not have any problems whatsoever. I could probably jump on a creature and not have any issues. Since I have metal on me, let's go drop that in the forge. I mean, this base isn't properly set up. I should have already had it properly set up the way I wanted it. Did that happen? No. And the thing is, I have like 3,000 metal on a Reaper that I can't even do anything with because it crashes every time. So I want to pull this Reaper, but I'm gonna save again. I'm gonna save one more time. And And see, that shouldn't shouldn't be happening. I'm gonna do this one more time. If it works, it works. If it don't, shit out of luck. That's all I'm gonna say. Shit out of luck. Because I'm probably gonna uninstall this again, and that'll be the end of it until after apparently there's supposed to be another update. Wow, another update for the Unreal Engine 5 update. Wow. Okay, is that supposed to fix the problems that I've been experiencing? Probably. Probably not. And it did it again. It did it again. There's more proof out there. Choose Dino from storage option. Click on pull dinos from personal storage, and it crashes. Yeah. I should have recorded this on my newer one. Then I can actually prove, like, even on my newer one, it still will do this. So I'm not afraid to spend more money if need be, but goddamn, I make a shit ton of money, and I've updated this for at least to my knowledge is good enough, because it's been proven that it's worked several other times. I don't think I need to say any more than that. The fact that this crashes, and I'm currently uninstalling it again. Doesn't take long to uninstall. It takes a bit to reinstall. Not as much as Ark Survival Evolved. But eventually when I'm done with that series that I'm doing on Evolved, I'll be uninstalling Evolved as well. But still, I shouldn't be having these issues. And you want to say that I'm broke because I won't go out of my way to spend another $2 to $4 grand. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go look it up right now. Let's look it up right now. Whether it be a 480 or a 490. 480. It's showing me more PCs than it is actual graphics card. For 480, for not the, it's not the one that I would normally go for. For 480, $1,600 for one. For a triple fan. Pretty sure this is the exact same one. Price is about the same. But it's not giving me that for this one. I know you guys aren't seeing it right now, but there's another one for, I'm only looking at ones that are like 4 to 5 stars, like the best. There's one for 15 grand right now. I mean, I could update this one, but it would cost me $1,500 just for this PC. 15,000. $40.90. And it's showing me more PCs. I don't want PCs. One PC with a 4080 is over $3,000. Another one does not. It has that. It's got a 4090 in it. Is over $5,000. So yeah, it's a lot of money. And I would rather use common sense. Because there's no reason for me to max out a credit card just for that. There, now it's showing me graphics card. Over $2,000 for an Asus ROG Strix GeForce RTX 4090. And then there's others that it doesn't show me the options. It doesn't show me how much they would cost. I hate those. I don't trust those at all. Another one, it says 2,500. And then it goes back to showing me PCs. Another one that's close to $3,000. So honestly, yeah, that's probably not much. But it's still quite a bit. It's still quite a bit. And I think it's funny that when people want to call me broke because I ain't spending spending a lot of that money. And the thing is, I'm working towards buying a new place. So if I don't feel like wasting $5,000 on a fucking graphics card, $2,000 to $5,000 on a graphics card, I'm not gonna do it. It's just not gonna happen. Would I do it if the price was reasonable? A little bit more reasonable? Yeah, probably. But right now, I'm not sure. Not sure if I wanna spend that money on a 4090 right now, because that's like, and then expecting it to work and not have any issues whatsoever. Would that change things? Yeah. But here's the thing. Any other game that I have, that I've been playing, been working on, been recording, zero problems. Zero problems. And the same goes for my newer one.
What?
Zero problems. I'm gonna. It's just. There's really. I know there. I knew from the start. I think I said it before in those videos that there's really no point. It's not gonna change anything, and I'm right. It's not gonna change anything. Even like I've said before, there's people who might not have experienced the crashes that I've been having, or some that have. There's some who would try to help, and that's fine. I'll accept any help. But I've also looked up what needs to be changed in the settings, and then in the settings to stop the crashing, it's still happening. So, at the moment, when it comes to ASA right now, I'm kind of done. I'm kind of stuck. Until this game gets better optimized, or maybe another update that's supposed to fix all the crashing comes through, I won't be able to play it. And yet, I want to point out again, I played this when the first came out on a 30 series graphics card and it ran. 0 problems. And it looked just as good as it did on a 40 series. And that was long before I updated everything. Because I knew in the long run I was going to have to bite the bullet and buy a 40 series graphics card, no matter which one it was. Whether it be a 4060 all the way up to a 4090, I would have to buy one, or buy two, technically, and go from there. And that's what I did. And yet, it worked all the way up to this map, Extinction, and it quit working. When it worked all those other times. It doesn't make any sense. The devs know this game is poorly optimized. They would love to try and fix that problem. It's the higher-ups that make the choices to ignore that. And they just keep throwing shit out like the Dreadmare or the Pyromane, expecting you to pay $5 for that. And on top of that, let's say a total of $40 or more for a brand new map and Season 2 of Bob Tall Tales. That will lead to Gen 1 and Gen 2. Which Gen 1 and Gen 2 should come free. But pretty much made my point. I don't think I need to explain this anymore. I gave this one more attempt, and it crashed 3 times. Twice before making this video, and once during the making of this video. This game needs a lot of work. Even someone who put 15,000 hours on ASE, on Ark Survival Evolved, 15,000 hours, and I'm not even done with the series on that one. And I was expecting to break 1,000 hours on Ark Ascended. It didn't take me very long to get through Scorched Earth or the island again, or Aberration. Especially going back to Aberration, spending a lot of time on it. It didn't take me very long to go through it. I was expecting Extinction to be the map that breaks 1,000 hours, which right now would be 500 more hours I would put into it. Because right now, from the first time I've played it to all the way up to Aberration, not counting the, say, 4 or so hours I put on Aberration, or not Aberration, Extinction, before I had so many more issues that it just would no longer work right now. It's no longer working like it should. My current playtime is 526.7 hours for Ark Ascended. For Evolved, that's 15,000 hours. It's the most played game that I have. I love Ark. So it's very gut-wrenching when things don't work. Do I think it's funny that, especially someone who goes to the gym quite often, thinks I'm broke because I won't spend the money on a much better graphics card or a much better PC? The thing is, I did, and I'm still experience the same problems on a far better built PC. What does that tell you? And you say I shouldn't blame it on the game? It is the game. It's not the PC, it's the game. Any other game I play, everything works fine. I have zero problems. Any other game, I have zero issues. This is the only game that I know of right now for this specific map. Just this map alone. And the thing is, I'm not willing to return to the other maps right now because this is the end game for this character and what I had planned. This is the end game. I ain't gonna throw this character away just to go back to the other maps. That's not how things work. I had this whole line of series planned for this character to end on Extinction. To start a new character on a new map. Because on Gen 1 and Gen 2, I have zero interest in making a series on that unless they make changes to where you can fight the bosses. Because I don't care for the missions. The missions are repetitive and they get really boring really quickly. They're not fun. I'd rather prepare creatures to fight bosses instead of preparing creatures to do fucking missions. It's not fun at all. It's very repetitive. And that's my opinion. Again, my opinion. This game is poorly optimized. It needs a lot of work. Updating the game engine doesn't really help much. The game itself needs work. They should have been given the proper time to finish this game before its release. And they didn't. They rushed it out the door. And it's been, what, a year and a half to 2 years since its release? And it's still nowhere near, not even a quarter of where it needs to be. It needs a lot of work. It's going to take, like I said long ago when this game came out, it's probably going to take 5 years before it even gets even close to where we expect it to be. 5 years. Unless those higher-ups actually let the devs do what they need to do and properly fix this game and properly optimize this game to within that time, instead of being so desperate for money. They wouldn't be so desperate for money if it wasn't for Snail Games' issues and Nitrado. You make piss poor deals, this is what you get. You have people like Snail Games and Nitrado taking all your money away from you and leaving you with barely anything. You already know this. It's quite obvious. No one, especially, and I don't need to bring it up. Everybody knows this by now. I'm going to leave this here. I'm done. I'm going to go record a bunch of everything else. I have a lot of things I want to get to and need to work on. I had zero interest in making this video, and I made it anyway. Because even playing Wilds, when Wilds came out for that beta test, and I was playing it on PC. Zero fucking problems. Zero problems. Zero. None. No problem whatsoever. Any other game works totally fine. But no. No, it's this game. It's just the map. It needs worked on. It needs to be finished. It needs worked on. I highly doubt the next Unreal Engine update is gonna make any changes. So I'm gonna go back and shelve this game again until I feel like I can maybe make another attempt at trying to play it, so that way I can get to recording this. Goodbye.